Hello, it's the Sinister Gambino here with a new stream. In this stream I'm going over the event week for this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. But yeah, cause it's more of a smaller kind of DLC, it's kind of a sub DLC kind of like the Festive Surprise. It's just a little small mini DLC kind of that intermixes with the Caprico heist. I went with DLC streams that have week whatever editions. But yeah, it's snowing in the game and it's been snowing since the 22nd. So it's probably going to snow at least for all 9 days or whatever of the event weeks for the event week. And for some reason, it seems I put me in Puerto Bay for my submarine, even though I had it in Vespucci Beach last time, but okay. Not sure how, but whatever. This is a very convenient location to get a helicopter. Similar to the yacht, kind of. So it won't be too long to get to the casino then. But yeah, as seen on screen, the Brioso 300 and also split on my title, the Brioso 300 is on San Andreas, which is actually a free vehicle for the 9 days of the event week stream. I'm doing it on early Thursday, aka very early on Christmas Eve, whatever, for this stream. Also, apparently Still Slipping is now, able to be listened to anywhere. I believe Still Slipping, they advertise as a new station, but I think you were able to listen to it pretty close to the casino before. But yeah, now it's available no matter where you are on the map. I think it was available before, you know, they kind of claim it's new. So you can actually listen to that one anywhere, not just right next to the casino or whatever. Apparently near the bottom of the wheel is the new Music Locker radio station. So that's a brand new radio station that I don't think was in before. But yeah, Cole was in before, for sure. I'm very positive on that one. So yeah, I believe we got the last of the, music updates or whatever for the DLC. There's also Kind Music and Palms Track, whatever, for the Music Locker now. For those who are curious. And one of them can get you early access to one of the upcoming vehicles for the website, known as the BF Weevil. You can technically get a BF Weevil in the game, since I believe English Dave does provide you with a BF Weevil once you complete all of Kind Music's stuff. But yeah, if you complete all of Kind Music's, missions or whatever, I believe it's 3 of them, you do get the BF Weevil for free. Not purchased through the website, but you have to pick it up somewhere on the map, similar to the Paragon R Armored. So it's similar to that vehicle where you have to pick it up at the map after you did all the stuff for Kind Music and the Music Locker, which is free missions, I'm pretty sure. And it's a compact vehicle, and I believe can actually do wheelies similar to a muscle car, so it's pretty cool. Has a very ton of unique stuff with it. Obviously not anything very impressive, but yeah. There's also the new Itali RSX, whatever, also from Grotti. And also, I don't think I could have fit in the title, but there is also the Dinka Vito Modern as well. So there's free vehicles on websites, and the BF Weevil you can get for doing all Kind Music's requests, both for the trade price, and you also apparently get a free one as well. As I mentioned, and I explained how you apparently get that as well. Alright, clothing, whatever. Everything clothing I don't have to buy in the game, I guess. Not that would've, but still. Unless that was as rich as a professional, I'd probably then buy basically everything in the game, no matter how useful it is. But yeah, podium vehicle for the week. But I suppose I'll show off the new vehicles first, actually. Legendary Motorsport got its only vehicle of the DLC for the Cayo Perico Heist DLC. If I called it a supercar on my DLC League vehicles, it's actually a sports car apparently, within $3 to $2 million. Which for a sports car, that's a very high price range actually. But yeah. Currently, Bruffy 1322 is not really necessarily tested out the performance on dedicated videos for lap time and top speed. I believe he made a discussion video or something, and it sounds like it might be pretty good, which obviously you should expect for a sports car of all things in the 2 to 3 mil range. But yeah, it sounds like it might be able to compete with the Pariah and stuff if I saw one of the titles of Bruffy 1322's video. I didn't watch it, but it's not the dedicated lap time top speed videos that he tends to do. So yeah, performance I'd imagine is pretty good, and you can get a little taste of what it's like by doing Moody Man's requests or whatever. Which I'll show off the trade price, which I did talk about when covering the leaks of the DLC kind of. Or actually apparently I can't even click it or whatever, and it's not telling me, oh. Because I have to choose a color, that's why. But yeah, that's what you have to do for the trade price. So they do make you kind of interact with the DJs with this update, for whatever reason. Again, you can get a nice little taste of the vehicles, probably obviously stock and not customized, but yeah. And yeah, 2 new vehicles on the website here. And plus, yeah, the BF Weevil, not currently on the website, but you can get the BF Weevil for doing all of Kind Music's requests. In English, Dave provides you with his or whatever, and it's parked in LSIA or something. Again, pretty similar to how you obtain the Paragon R Armored, where you have to pick it up from a location. So you do get a free BF Weevil by doing all that, even before it's released on this website, not at Kind Music's in the game. The Dinka Vita Modern is 100,000 more than the classic, and I would have to imagine it's better performance-wise than the classic one. But again, Bruffy 1322 has yet to do videos on the performance, obviously, because they're pretty new vehicles in the game. And this is a sports car. Can't believe actually that the RSX is a sports car for $3 to $2 million. I don't even feel any other sport car comes close unless it's rocket boosting or anything. So it better be really damn good performance, right? So it better be really damn good performance wise. And yeah, for this whole entire event week, you can get the Brioso 300 for free. So this time around, they didn't do it through a Christmas gift. They're letting people have the whole event week of getting the Brioso 300 for free, which is really nice. So you don't have to log in for a minute or whatever on the exact day or anything other times. You can just get it right away actually, anytime during the event week. And I think actually if you go anytime on the event week, you can actually wait however long you want and still get it free. However, I probably wouldn't definitely do it during the event week, just in case. I wonder what color to make this fucking thing, honestly. Screw it. I'll go in orange, I guess. But yeah, normally you have to complete the Cayo Perico heist finale as a leader to get the trade price, but obviously it's not really going to matter as long as you go on for the event week to get it for free. I think that's where I put the go-kart, so sure. And this one's in the compacts class, as I would imagine would be expected. It's not as expensive as the BF Club though, so I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't perform #1 in the class. Not to mention, who really does compact races? Probably really not going to be all that useful, but obviously free vehicle is free vehicle, can't really complain about it. Better having a free vehicle than not. But yeah, again, later in the vehicle trophy there is the BF Weevil, but as mentioned before quite a couple of times now, you can get the BF Weevil right now for kind music's requests. So if you want to jumpstart on the BF Weevil, and also for getting its trade price, which is kind of pointless again, when you can get one from English Dave for doing all kind music's requests, then yeah, that's available to do right now, before it even becomes available on the website. So I think that leaves only one vehicle on this website that's yet to appear in the game at all. That's been leaked, but has yet to appear, and it's known as like the Slam Truck or something. Which is like a utility vehicle that's similar to the Slam Van. Apparently it's like hydraulics as well, so it is kind of alright for moving vehicles. But obviously like the Wastelander and vehicles like that, you won't be able to like put vehicles on the back of it, I imagine. So yeah, they released 3 and kinda 4 vehicles today, which is pretty insane. They've never released that many vehicles before. And whoops, I did not mean cinematic at all. Yeah, apparently they released 3 to kinda 4 vehicles for today, which is very unusual. They don't really release that many at one time. Probably the most vehicles they've ever released in one event week, for sure. Usually I feel they do like 2 at most, and it was probably within like a day or 2 apart around this time of year. So yeah, very impressive, no doubt. I feel, you know, it's content we got this week. But I'm pretty sure the podium vehicle is a Progen Tyrus, which is from like 2017, 2018, with one of those like racing DLCs or something. Might even be from like 2016, like on stunts or something. Alright, yeah, Progen Tyrus. Pretty sure that's it indeed. So yeah, Progen Tyrus, if you get it from the podium vehicle, if you get it as the podium vehicle, you'll save $2,550,000. And with this vehicle, you do get the choice of like the livery and whatever. It's only like 2 liveries, so there's only like one of her to really choose from if you don't want it. So if you do change the livery, that's probably another 20,000, but yeah, that's probably another 20,000 or something at most that you save if you decide to keep the livery and not change it to the other one, or you can even do no livery and all is custom, whereas you can't on the website. But yeah, pretty sure it's a supercar, and I'll be looking into the performance here. Alright, where the hell is Tyrus? Alright, I see it now. So for lap time, the Tyrus is 23rd place for the supercar class, which is barely above average. But yeah, 23rd place is nowhere near the top 10, so I probably really wouldn't bother with it for lap time easily. And then the Tyrus is 26th place in top speed, so it's a couple placements worse for top speed. So really, it's barely above average lap time and barely below average top speed. So it's nowhere near the worst in the game, obviously, but it's also nowhere near the best in the game. So performance-wise, this is not really a good vehicle to get. Obviously, you'll probably only want it for personal preference kind of reasons. But definitely say vehicle space in the game can definitely be given something more valuable, no doubt. Premium race for the week is down the drain for the muscle car class. So I'll go over top free lap time and top speed for the muscle car class. And it's only including raceable options. I'm not including non-raceable options because obviously you can't use like the arena war ones with like the boosts and all in these races. So yeah. First place lap time for muscle car class is the regular Yosemite, which I believe is like a couple to few 100,000 probably at most, so very affordable option for number one. Number two option for the muscle car class is the Piswaster Dominator, but again you can convert that one to like a arena variant, which probably makes it better for like top speed and with the boosts and stuff. But again, you can't really use that one in races. So if you want a regular Piswaster Dominator, which some people get for free if they have like a last generation version of the game as well, I believe you can get that for free in the game. If you have like a social club with a last gen and a current gen version of the game linked, I believe you do get the Piswaster Dominator for free. That's a very good one to get if you don't want to use Sony for some reason, depending on if you fulfill those requirements for getting it for free. And then Saber Turbo Custom, which I would imagine, of course, is a Benny's version of the Saber Turbo in the game. The upgrade price, since it's Saber Turbo, I doubt is a very expensive vehicle. It would probably be one of the higher priced, like, Benny's upgrades in the game, since I believe the cheaper the vehicle, the higher the upgrade price. So really, I probably wouldn't bother with the Saber Turbo Custom. Probably just use some of your Piswaster Dominator for lap time. But yeah, down the drain, here's the drain, whatever. There's kind of a lot of top speed in the drain though, so you might want to go with top speed option for this one. So I would imagine outside of this like little area here, kind of, it probably wouldn't really take place anywhere else if I recall right. But yeah, on to top speed for top 3 of the muscle car class. Again, number 1 for top speed for the muscle car class is Piswaster Dominator, which if you're a returning player that has a last and current gen version of the game, or the latest version of the game now that the PS5 and stuff is out, then you do basically get that vehicle for free, so it's a really good one to get. Especially because this one probably has more top speed because it clearly takes place in the drain, which has a lot of straights, I feel. Then yeah, top speed's probably the one to prioritize this time. And then second place for top speed for the muscle car class is the Gauntlet Classic Custom. Gauntlet Classic Custom, I believe, is a pretty recent one from the previous DLC. So yeah, Gauntlet Classic Custom. Second place for top speed for muscle car class.
You calling for some wheels? I'm Johnny on the spot. I'll hook you up. I'll bring it by.
here it is. And then finally, third place top speed for the muscle car class is the Gauntlet Hellfire, which might be like a couple DLCs ago or something at the latest. But yeah, Gauntlet Classic Custom, since there's the upgrade price to put into account, I probably wouldn't bother with it. Because I believe if it's a kind of cheap vehicle normally, it's probably going to have a really high upgrade price, so probably not really worth it, especially if you get the Pisswasser Dominator for free, and even if you don't, it's probably cheaper than the Gauntlet Classic Custom. Plus, it also is top 3 in for lap time, whereas all the other vehicles mentioned are either top 3 lap time or top 3 top speed only, not both. So all around, Pisswasser Dominator would probably be best. Yeah, I got Hellfire as third place for top speed for muscle car class. Okay, regular time trial. Regular time trial for the week is Tongva Valley. Yeah, Tongva Valley starts here somewhere. I don't know where it would end or whatever, because I don't really feel the description gives it much of a vibe. But honestly, I don't really see much of a point in going over the vehicles anymore for regular time trials, because you can apparently use the new Torador in the game. That's at least how I want to pronounce it, is Torador. I feel it sounds more right than other pronunciations I've been seeing on YouTube. Or at least it just sounds cooler to me. But apparently the new Torador in the game can actually be used in time trials despite having a rocket boost. Probably because it's like the only rocket boost vehicle released since they like restricted like certain vehicles like that from being used in time trials. So they probably didn't really consider that when making the vehicle. You can also apparently use like the Torador and like Doomsday heist setups and stuff like that. So it's kind of like the Vigilante where you can use it in heist setups, which is really cool as well. So if you have a Torador, you're going to probably easily smoke the time trial through the water. It's probably legit the only really top tier vehicle right now for time trials is the new Torador. Since apparently it's not restricted. I don't own one, but I've heard you can use the Torador in time trials. And I wouldn't doubt it. Because apparently also it's like infant homing missiles and stuff. It's a really interesting vehicle with a new Torador. So I don't know if you don't have a Torador, I probably wouldn't really bother with the time trial. I mean, it's only 100k. You might as well make that through other means. And to try to make this stream more simple and stuff, especially because there's free vehicles I'm probably going to be customizing, I don't really want to be going into more details on this, plus it's pretty much the same still. And the lap time and top speed for a lot of the new vehicles aren't really known yet, so I really don't want to jump into things with that. So if you have a Torador, I definitely recommend using that for really any time trial going forward, until maybe they change that, if they ever do. Because apparently it can't be used in time trials despite having a rocket boost. Because again, they made those like new vehicle restrictions with the time trials when they upped the pay. And the only rocket boost vehicle released after that is the new Torador. And then RC Bandito time trial is Power Station. And yeah, Power Station is actually the last of the 10 RC Bandito time trials in the game, so once this one's over, it loops back over to Construction Site 1. And yeah, I don't personally have an RC Bandito time trial on this because I haven't made any in a while, because they're kind of boring to make in my opinion. I'd rather like do vehicle reviews and like contact mission content stuff if I were to ever make any content soon or whatever. But yeah, Power Station, If you want like a guide on RC do time trials, I probably refer to GTA Men. He does really good time trial guides from what I know. And also GTA Series videos covers the time trials, but they don't commentate over them. So if you just watch GTA Series videos closely, then I'm sure you could easily find out how to do it. But yeah, I'll start customizing the Brioso 300, or at least show off the options since I only do a 500,000. Cause yeah, I haven't really played any of the new content yet. Obviously, aside for the streams I've been doing. Especially because Christmas Eve and Christmas are around the corner, that's probably going to kind of be a big thing for me as well. I'm probably not going to be doing much streaming or video content for a while, depending on what I get and stuff, I don't know. Because yeah, I do play a lot of other stuff off stream, of course, which I would play on like the channel and stuff if I had like the equipment and stuff, obviously, but yeah. I'm only a simple channel, not very much like crazy like filming equipment or anything. Oh, come on. Whatever. I have all of them done anyways.
What miracle did you want me to perform? Good to go.
But yeah, there's 24 options from here, but obviously armor is just not going to have any unique options because it's a civilian vehicle. Alright, so you can remove those reflectors there. You can also remove those in addition to the trim. And you can even remove like all those walls. You can remove the stuff down there even if you want a more minimalistic kind of look. Right now, I don't know if I want to be customizing it. I might just put performance upgrades on it for now. So I can maybe kind of show off like lifetime top speed maybe. Dang it, it's all snowing and stuff, so it's probably not a really good idea to do that. But I do typically do that around a vehicle's release. If it's available, of course, to race with, and Rockstar created races for like the stock versions. Because I don't waste my money on stock vehicles with limited vehicle space in the game, obviously. Brakes, obviously, will have nothing unique there. You can remove bumper, basic, classic. Some of these also have pretty unique license plates to this vehicle, and does have some unique license plates, which is kind of nice because there's not many with more like unique license plates in the game. There's also that kind of unique license plate. This one's kind of similar to the Pagali's, I would imagine, for the license plate. And yeah, you can get this crazy thing and the license plate. Wow, actually, you get both of those license plates on this one. That's pretty cool. However, sadly, you can't change the back license plate. Yeah, that's all those bumper options. Alright, engine block customizations. It does have an option for that. And you can get a 6-cylinder upgrade, which I would imagine is just purely cosmetic, obviously. Alright, exhaust options. Unlike some people, I'll hold both triggers, because to be fair, a lot of people probably don't know you can do that, but it annoys me when people don't like do both triggers or whatever for removing the smoke from the exhaust. But yeah, it's probably one of the more like hidden features in the game, to be fair, but yeah. You can obviously get two of the stock ones with twin. There's the chrome, twin of that, and then Raleigh exhaust here. Last pipe. Kind of reminds me of like the Shakata exhausts or whatever on other vehicles. It can get plastic arches here, which for some reason look pretty carbon and all that. I don't know why. So actually, this is carbon arches here. It kind of has that carbon look. So I guess it's some black plastic or something, I guess. For hood, there's a hood rack. And actually, if you notice here, you do have to have one of these hood upgrades if you want like a traction bonus, which will be pretty key. I believe traction, of course, makes it easier to turn around like corners and stuff, so you will want something from this category if you care about performance. Hood rack and luggage if you want to add a suitcase or whatever. Pops hood if you want to see the engine, which is pretty fun. Or even racing hood, where it kind of like, where it actually kind of looks like a spoiler. Yeah, no unique headlight modifications. Liveries. There's black stripes. Obviously, there's the same but in white. Grotti stripes. Okay, where is the Grotti stripes in? Oh, alright, they're down here for some reason. That one's more, a tiny bit more different. Aero gasoline. Grotti racing. Figure tires. Whole position. Which apparently this is a reference to like that strip club in Grand Theft Auto Vice City. So it's kind of really cool Vice City reference, and you get this, you get the iconic 69, of course. So that's pretty fun. I mean, fun in multiple ways. Ragged rum, with like the green on top. Atomic tires. Total Ride Motors. Honestly, just for the Vice City reference, and because I don't really think this is one for other vehicles, I probably would go to pole position, but again, I don't know if I'm gonna really go for everything right now. Since I only have like 500k after all. Okay, I guess for now, I'll put that on, and that, 7600, whatever. Alright, seems basically the bottom half and as well as parts of the interior get affected by the primary color. Because I don't believe this actually has a trim color at all, so primary and secondary actually have different effects on the interior, which is kind of unique for this vehicle, because usually if something has like interior colors, it will have a section for that, I would imagine. Yeah, basically the top and everything that wasn't included in the interior for primary would be affected here with the secondary. So yeah, no trim color or anything, so you do have to consider your primary and secondary colors for your interior if you want to. Alright, stock roof. Looks kind of funky in my opinion, but whatever. There's a full painted roof. There's top down if you want part of it exposed to like a sunroof kind of. Primary roof. Full primary roof. Okay, so I guess normally it's secondary for the roof, as kind of explained earlier. Carbon roof. Full carbon roof. Carbon with top down. Roof rack. Roof luggage. Or you can go all insane and crazy with it and get full top down, but obviously it'll be pretty exposed to gunfire and stuff. But like, these don't really survive. Civilian vehicles don't really survive for shit anyways in this game. Yeah. Sun strips, primary and secondary, as well as carbon. It's not one of those vehicles where the tires are pretty crazy on the race suspension. Trunk, either secondary or carbon, which normally seems to be primary. Actually, I think the trunk on this is the front. Yes, it's the front. This is a compact. I don't know what kind of fucking wheels I want. Oh yeah, there's no fucking chrome options for the street ones. I don't care, honestly. I don't really have a preference for compact of all things, so I'm just gonna put chrome, shadow carbon, why not? If I'm gonna get at least one thing, I want bulletproof tires.
This is the same stuff they use on armored cars.
Basically, I'm gonna modify this a tiny bit, I suppose. At least a tiny bit. Okay, I want a lot of performance stuff coming in first. Oops. Alright, pole positions, like red and white, I might model it as such. Or who knows, maybe I'll go to 69th color. If it's hot color, and chapter purple is a pretty interesting one, so I guess. Alright, is there a match after purple? Apparently there is. Alright, I don't need to go purple, so that's pretty interesting. I feel blue and purple would be pretty cool, so sure. I'm gonna go dark blue for matte secondary. Actually, I do need a hood option for that traction bonus, so we're doing that as well. Definitely want this one.
Now that's a custom job. Don't go ruining my work playing backseat twister. Try not to take flight.
Alright, I want a blue secondary, so I want to do blue tire smoke.
This shit, it might stop a missile.
Alright, I got this vehicle got me spending more than I thought I would, but okay. I don't really care. I don't give a shit. As long as I have like 100,000, I guess. That's cool, and it actually like gets colored and all off of the license plate customization.
Look, it's sharp. I'm not buying a fucking one right now. We'll buy this though. Oh, or at least for now I'm not. I would be on 100,000 though if I did that. Cause I'm a broke boy and I haven't been playing. Cause I've been playing other stuff. Then again, I could sell my nightclub, which is at least a couple 100,000 I think right now. So I'm not like doomed or anything. Definitely going to full top down, because why not? That does get rid of a good chunk of livery, kind of. But whatever, I don't care. It's pretty unique, so I love it, for sure. Alright, that's pretty much everything besides for a horn. Because I want to at least be over 100,000. Holy Lord, I was like, why the fuck's that so bright? Oh, so there's all those lights. Which actually fucking work on this vehicle, because there's other vehicles where they add a whole ton of extra lights, but they don't actually work for some reason. It being a compact vehicle, I'm pretty surprised it performed well for shit. Though, to be fair, it's not really a good, like, experience it can provide since it's snowing again. It's not like it's too slow or anything, though.
the Transformers fucking things like a whole different vehicle now. Which I really like about it is all the insane customizations, of course. Because that's my kind of vehicle, or a civilian vehicle at least. Speaking of free vehicles, there is another free vehicle, but only for Prime gaming people like myself. And that's the Ubermax Sentinel Classic. So if you have Prime Gaming, you also get the Ubermax Sentinel Classic for free. Which I believe is like the GTA 3 version of the Sentinel Classic, so it's a pretty cool reference to that game. I believe the like Mafia Sentinel, it's kind of like that, but that was like a special version of it. But yeah, because it reminds me of the GTA 3 Sentinel, I think it is the GTA 3 Sentinel. So yeah, I do want it. Since I am Prime Gaming, of course. I might as well show off customizations for that, but I'm not buying any control myself. Because I'm a broken boy right now. Plus it's Prime Gaming only, so it's not as important to cover. Yeah, I definitely think it's modeled after GTA 3 Sentinel, which is pretty fun. Again, there's that really cool like Mafia Sentinel in that game. I'll just drive around, I guess, while I wait for it.
You're through to your garage. You, need me to bring you a ride? I'll bring it to you.
Oh yeah, you better give me that Sentinel Classic right fucking now, fool. Yeah, since I'm a broke boy, I'm only gonna show off customizations that I probably shouldn't even apply one. Dang, there's probably been other vehicles from like Prime Gaming before. I haven't even customized one bit, since I'd rather spend it on more important stuff. That's when I do play and grind the game, to be fair. So if you are Prime Gaming, you do get the Sentinel Classic for free, so here's the modifications. You can actually get some sticker bomb on it, which is pretty cool. Like a rally and drift
kind of ones as well. Actually, only one of them is Saber, but still. Seeing some pretty cool roll cage options. Some pretty interesting looking exhausts. This one's changed quite the colors. I don't know if that has to do with the snow or something, but I kind of doubt it. Again, you only get like stock secondary, carbon, or sticker bomb instead of like primary for that one. There's actually kind of some headlight customizations on this one. Really love all the sticker bomb options on this one actually. But dang, you can get one with like shark teeth on it, that's pretty dope. Oh damn, this one has a actual like Rockstar game livery on it. Damn, it's pretty fucking cool. It's not very often that they have a livery of their like own like logos and stuff, I feel. Okay, well, let's play my crew demo mod to make it at least different than when I got it. Quite the customizations there. You can block the windshield a bit, which is the back windshield a bit, which isn't nice. If you want to survive, easier from bullets. Assuming it's not just purely cosmetic. Secondary carbon sticker bomb again. Holy lord, this thing has some crazy ass spoilers, man. And sure, I guess I'll change the wheel type. Okay, what even is this? A sedan or some shit? Or actually, I think this one's a sport or a sport classic or something. Regardless, I'll put some sport ones on to make it a bit different. I'll just make it sport 6, sure. And I'll see windows. That's pretty much all the. That's pretty much all the unique modifications for this and all.
for the Sentinel Classic. For those with Prime Gaming, I get it free, such as myself. Let's see if I can recreate one from like GTA 3 to the Mafia Sentinel. I'm pretty sure it's GTA 3 Sentinel for the classic one. Oh yeah, it is sports car.
I like your car.
Now I get back to Brioso 300. Since that one's actually almost fully decked out, size for the horn.
You need
So
something,
it's
huh?
only been under
Want your rides?
100,000.
Let me know. It's coming at you.
Yeah, I was called my Sentinel Classic again. I'm really kind of waiting for a good money opportunity though, to make some money for the update. Whatever. Might just push me to do some Caprico heist earlier then, if they don't do a good money opportunity. Which there isn't apparently new money opportunities this week, it's just in and out again. Just that same adversary mode money opportunity from last week. Apparently there was money opportunities for like the first hour or so, but apparently they removed those or whatever. But it was just some transform races and like time trial stuff anyways. Somehow if my lights broke, somehow. Not easily. But I'll go over the really small holiday 2020 Horizon Grand Theft Auto Online news wire here. But yeah, I already logged in this event week, so I don't think it really showed it off, but there is like a one-time gift of like full armor and stuff. But yeah, playing anytime for the event week will get you the Vibrant Stitch Emissive Mask, the Red Bleeder Festive Sweater, Green Cotton Festive Sweater, it's a couple festive sweaters, and then a mask. Which I would imagine at least a couple of those utilize the illumination features of the interaction menu, which is pretty cool. You want them to like light up and all. I don't know if these deliveries are new or if they're from before for people who haven't got them before. Kind of think they are new though. Is the tartan livery for the Ocelot Ardent, Buckingham Kula, and Karen Technical Custom. There's also the Candy Cane livery for the Comet Safari, Heavy APC, and Heavy Insurgent Pickup Custom. So a couple new liveries for different like weaponized vehicles in the game if they haven't released those before, which is kind of exciting for like a change of look, of course. But I would imagine you might as well just stick with the regular liveries unless the vehicles have like purely gun running liveries on it. And then yeah, there's a care package of firework launchers, of a firework launcher if you don't have one. 20 firework rockets. So basically a whole thing for the firework launcher. Full supply of snacks and armor, which you can just get full snacks at a bunch of properties already, but the full armor is really nice because you can't normally have 50 armor at once. You can only have like 10 different armor at once, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, the full armor does give you 10 per thing, whereas I believe normally you can only have like 10 armor between all the different categories, or something like that. So that's pretty exciting, because the only other way to get that kind of is through the casino wheel, and that's pretty much through the mystery rewards only, which those are known for being some of the worst or some of the best stuff in the wheel. And yeah, they're probably going to do something like that for New Year's Eve and Day, maybe even Christmas and Christmas Eve and Day, which today is actually Christmas Eve. So maybe they're only doing it the one time for event week, it may be like one other time, or maybe two. Also includes 25 sticky bombs, 25 grenades, 10 proximity mines, and 10 molotovs. Which 10 proximity mines does seem to be the maximum actually, so it does seem to put into account if you've done like the shooting range for the bunker, where you get the extra throwables. However, it's kind of a shame for grenades and sticky bombs that I don't give 30 for the people who do have like the shooting range complete from like the bunker, or 5 extra like throwing ammo for certain throwables. But still better than nothing, obviously. Just saying they could have done better. But yeah, that's pretty much it on that one news wire. Now, I think it's pretty much just discounts I'll have to go over now. Since, like I said, there's no new money opportunities apparently. It's just in and out again for an adversary mode. So you'll read just the same money opportunity from the last event week, and this is actually a 9-day event week because it started on Tuesday and it's going till Thursday. So I think the event weeks are finally going to go back to normal on Thursdays instead of Tuesdays. So yeah, I probably would have done this when it first came out, kind of, but obviously Red Dead had an event week as well, so I prioritized that one. Because I typically do those ones first. Since they happen earlier in the week, typically. But yeah, the stuff from last week or whatever for getting like bonus like clothing from the Kayaperkyo heist is still going on, but I pretty much want details on that one date first released. Just a reminder that that's still going on. But yeah, pretty much just discounts left now. First of the discounts is being the executive offices and office customizations as put on the Spectator. So yeah, pretty much all the discounts aside for Prime Gaming are 40% off. But yeah, for example, if you want the most expensive being Maze Bank Tower, it's 2,400,000 right now. And every single renovation pretty much is also 40% off. For renovations, of course, the core is just purely cosmetic, pretty much. I believe this is the most expensive, for example, it's at 600,000. Gunlocker is not really that necessary, I'd say, in the CEO office, because there is certain properties where you can get a complimentary gunlocker. Which a complimentary gunlocker, of course, means that it comes with the property, you don't have to buy it as an add-on. I believe properties like the nightclub, for example, come with a gun locker, so you're better off getting one in other properties if you don't want one for every property. Safe is clearly purely cosmetic, it just shows some of your wealth and all. And accommodations is the one especially that you would want, because it allows you to spawn in the office, which you can spawn like helicopters and stuff there, so it is probably one of the better places to spawn. But again, the new Kasakta submarine or whatever, if you have the Sparrow, that's a pretty good spawn. Pretty good, like, vehicle spawn, or location spawn, I mean. So yeah, that's the renovations and the actual executive offices for 40% off. And really, I probably mainly only recommend accommodation. All the other ones are pretty much just purely cosmetic. And gun locker is in other properties, and some properties don't even make you pay for the gun locker. It's pretty much complimentary. And then, yeah, last but not least are the vehicle discounts. So I think 3 of them are on Legendary for regular discounts, and the last 2 are on Warstock, which those 2 are on Nemesis Spectator as well.
Damn, that car
For a
is
little
fine.
preview. But yeah, P-Fister Comet SR, 40% off, makes it 687,000 from 1,145,000. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in the sports class, and I believe it's actually a pretty top-tier sports car in the game. So it's probably not too bad of an investment necessarily for only 600,000 if you want a good sports car. But yeah, the Comet SR is 4th place at lap time in the sports class, which barely misses out of the top 3 of the sports class. So it is top 5 for a lap time for the sports class. And the Comet SR for top speed is 12th place, so it barely misses the top 10 for top speed, so you can't really go wrong with it. Obviously, there's just better for both lap time and top speed, but still not really one to go wrong with or anything. And then the last ones on this website for regular discounts, at least, is the Tempesta and then the Penetrator, which I believe both are supercars in this case. So the Tempesta for lap time is 12th place for the supercar class, so barely misses out on top 10. So it still can be okay and decent in terms of competitivity, maybe, since it is in the top 10. Anything after that, I probably wouldn't bother with, though.
Are you kidding? I totally nailed that audition.
However, the Tempesta for top speed instead of 12th place is 36th place, so it's below average top speed for the Tempesta.
You've got to book me something soon,
So,
Jonathan.
obviously most races are lap times, because a lot of corners is basically
yeah,
lap time over top speed. So as long as you're pretty much doing a lot of races that are on straightaways, it can be good, or decent, I should say, since it's 12th place. Lap time barely under top 10. But yeah, I really only bother with it for a lap time, or obviously personal preference reasons, or if you actually like the looks of it and stuff. But yeah, also at Penetrator. Again, I'm pretty sure that one's a supercar. But yeah, the Penetrator for a lap time is 30th place, so it has below average for a lap time. And then for top speed for the Penetrator is 23rd place for top speed, which is barely above average. But yeah, it doesn't place anywhere near the top 10 for lap time or top speed, so I really just wouldn't bother with this one unless you prefer it for any reason. If I recall, it kind of reminds me of the GTA 3 Infernus or something, so I don't know if it's basically the GTA 3 like Infernus or something like that with an entirely different name or something. So it does kind of look like a retro GTA vehicle, so that's kind of something. Not sure if it necessarily is though, but I think I heard it is basically like a GTA 3 Infernus or something look-wise or whatever. Under a new name, because I believe there are vehicles like the Sentinel Classic, but under completely new names, kind of. And now just to see if there was one for Prime Gaming on that website or not. Alright, I think both discounts for Prime Gaming that aren't like the Night Shark are Benny's, so I'll go on there right now. But yeah. There's technically 3 Prime Gaming discounts for right now. One of them is on this website, and then one's the upgrade price. But yeah, it's 80% off the Itali G2B. So instead of being almost 1.2 million, it is 237,800. So very huge savings there, obviously, because it's a Prime Gaming discount. And yeah, being able to be customized to the Itali GTB Custom, obviously it's going to have a lot of customizations, so customizations are very good. However, for those who want to know the performances, the Itali GTB and the Itali GTB Custom, which I think those actually are supercars, whereas some of the other Italis are sport cars. But yeah, they are supercars. So the regular Itali GTB for the supercar class is 26th place for a lap time, which is below average. And the Itali GTB Custom actually has worse lap time, it seems. So if you get the custom version, you'll actually be getting worse lap time, getting it into 32nd place. I don't know how the lap time becomes worse customizing it, because I don't think it's a retro custom like the Comet, for example. I don't think it's a retro custom at all. But for whatever random reason, the custom version is worse for lap time. However, for top speed, the Itali GTB Custom is 10th place for top speed for the supercar class, so it's at the way bottom of the top 10. So the custom version is decent for top speed, apparently. And then the regular Itali GTB is still 13th place for top speed, which isn't much worse, but not in the top 10 like the custom for top speed. So you can't go wrong with it necessarily for top speed, but lap time you're not really going to get good of either the regular or custom for lap time. So that's the Itali GTB and the custom version for Prime Gaming for performance. And credit for all the performance, by the way, again goes to Ruffy1322, because I believe I mentioned him earlier. And the last 3 discounts, 2 being for everyone, 1 being Prime Gaming, are on this website. But yeah, for Prime Gaming right now, the Night Shark is 80% off. Night Shark's an armored vehicle in the game, of course. It's a very speedy armored vehicle in the game, so it's one of the speedier armored vehicles in the game, which is quite nice. It has already explosive resistance at least. Not entirely sure on the top of my head what the explosive resistance is, but I'm sure it can annoy like Mark II griefers and stuff like that, so I'm sure it'll be fine for that case. And because of its good speed, it's better than other vehicles in that regard. Almost $1 million off of it, with 80% off actually.
DJ's going good, but I don't know. It just feels like a sellout.
But yeah, Night Shark, I believe there's like armor plating upgrades you can do, which impacts like the weaponry you can use in it. Similar to like the Insurgent Pickup Custom. Certain ones I believe you can't use like any weapons at all. Unless it's a vehicle that doesn't have that kind of stuff. But I think it does have armor plating things, which does restrict your weaponry from like drive-by weapons. But this thing does have machine guns. The thing with the machine guns, though, is they're not very good from what I've heard. I heard it can take like a couple minutes for even a civilian vehicle, if I recall. They're not as good as like the Stromberg, for example. That has really good machine guns. And since the Torador is basically a better Stromberg, it basically has the same machine guns, so you're not getting as good machine guns as like the Torador or the Stromberg. But depending on your armor plating option, it might be your only like attacking option with the Night Shark. If you want like bullet protection with the Night Shark. If you just want the armor plating, of course, then you don't really need armor protection or armor plating. Yeah, it's a really fast armored vehicle, so nice for dealing with oppressor griefers, maybe, for Mark II griefers, but yeah. Even though it's not really that practical, because it makes a lot of vehicles obsolete in the game. As much as I liked the vehicle for grinding purposes, people abused it and kind of ruined the vehicle's grinding potential with it. Because of restrictions that Rockstar added to the Mark II. But yeah, for making money, you're really not going to be making money with this vehicle, so do keep that in mind. But obviously 80% off, you can't really argue with that. So you might as well get it now rather than later anyways. Certain pickups not actually on discount, it's glitched up at the moment. But yeah, onto the Blazer Aqua. Blazer Aqua is 40% off instead of like 1,320,000 on a trade price is 792,000. So you're barely saving $500,000, so it doesn't really seem that worth it necessarily, but a discount's a discount, of course. But yeah, Blazer Aqua, I say it's actually better than like the boats that they added with the update. So yeah, going to the patrol boat. This thing blows up in one fucking rocket, apparently. And yeah, this thing you can't really use any weapons as the driver, whereas the Blazer Aqua you can. So at least it's more worth it probably than like the patrol boat and the upcoming weaponized dinghy, which already features on Cayo Perico. So yeah, I'd say it's more practical than those at least, but again, you're really not going to be making money with the Blazer Aqua. If you really need like a flying, like amphibious vehicle or a vehicle that can go in the water and stuff, you might as well go like a Sea Sparrow in the game. I know there's a regular Sparrow now, of course, obviously, but the Sea Sparrow, I'd say, is pretty much the top tier vehicle for doing anything that involves the water. Any like activity that involves the water, you pretty much just need a Sea Sparrow, I'd say. And even then, there's still other better options for that. And this thing does have a VIP work or whatever that it does unlock, which involves like collecting different crates and stuff on like land and sea at least. Surely not the air. But yeah, it's a pretty time-consuming one, and I wouldn't expect it to be very good pay-wise and stuff, so I don't think it's really good for money making, even with the money opportunity that it unlocks. So really hard to recommend this one, but at least it's better than the patrol boat, I'd say. So at least it's like nimble and agile and stuff. And it actually has driver-controlled guns on it because it's only one-seater. So at least better than the patrol boat and weaponized dinghy, I would imagine, as well. And then finally, the Rocket Voltic. Rocket Voltic, for a trade price instead of $2,880,000, is $1,728,000, or 40% off. So some pretty nice savings there. You are saving over $1 million even with the trade price. But yeah, it's a rocket boosting vehicle. However, it's not as good as other rocket boosting vehicles. You have to wait like 5 to 7 seconds, I think, at minimum. So you can't spam the boost as good as other vehicles, because it was the very first rocket boosting vehicle in the game. So they probably didn't want a chance of being overpowered and stuff. So it's not as good as like the Vigilante and the new Torador for boost potential, because it does take 5 to 7 seconds. What it does do over even a Torador is it does have an exclusive money making opportunity, just like the Blazer Aqua. And it's known as Velocity. Velocity is a VIP work where you have to like withstand like 10 minutes of being under a certain speed or over a certain speed. Otherwise, if you're under a certain speed, you'll get blown up or whatever. What I like to do with that one is I like to go on the highway or whatever and basically go all over the highway all around the whole entire map for the 10 minutes. And I don't use the boost unless I am under the certain limit. Because if you're going to use the boost, of course, you won't have to go even further on the highway than you would in 10 minutes. And trust me, you'll pretty much be all around the whole entire map in that 10 minutes anyways. So really only use the boost when you absolutely need to get speed back if you're under the speed. If you like crash into something or whatever. But it's one of the better VIP works that unlocks in the game. So Velocity, I think, is one of the better VIP works in the game since it does pay 35,000. The only problem with it is it does last a set amount of time, being 10 minutes. Though I think you can waiver that a bit if you do have associates, since I think there's like air checkpoints if I watched the like professional or whatever. So if you do have like multiple people in the organization, I believe other people can collect air checkpoints and it does reduce time on it. Whereas I believe the armored box bill is fortified and that it unlocks that one's like a set 10 minutes no matter what, similar to like piracy prevention. So I believe at least with that one you can lower the time, but I don't know if it does impact the pay if you do as well. But I would think it would pay to 35k regardless. Or even if you do lower it, probably wouldn't like lower it that much if you can lower the time with like air checkpoints. And especially on double money, that's $70,000 you'll be making per Velocity. And Velocity might only have like a half-hour cooldown, unless it is an hour cooldown. Regardless, still one of the best money-making VIP works I feel in the entire game. Probably one of my favorite VIP works that it unlocks for sure. So really, I say it's worth it purely for the VIP work for double money RP on VIP work and challenges and all. So whenever that becomes double money RP again, that would be very worth getting for a discount, I feel. But yeah. For those who are confused, I was saying by going on the highway, I like to start around the casino. I like to go like to here, of course. Over to here. Over past Zancudo. Over here. When getting into Vespucci Beach, I like going into the tunnel here, because if you go away from the tunnel, like here and here, it will get off the highway. And yeah, I believe I go over here, and all. And I believe it typically ends at the 10-minute mark for me over here. So like I said, trust me, we'll be going through the whole entire map if you don't boost with the rocket voltic on Velocity. So that's my strategy with doing Velocity if you do decide to purchase the rocket voltic for the discount. I say it is worth it just to unlock the VIP work, because it is one of the better ones I think in the game personally. So for that reason alone, I'd recommend the rocket voltic, not actually because it's not that the vehicle is actually worth, not that the vehicle can actually make money in the first place, just the VIP work it unlocks is the only like good thing I say it really offers, to be honest. And yeah, that's a very consistent way of doing it in 10 minutes pretty flawlessly, and just staying on the highway and not using boost unless you are under the speed limit, so you don't get blown up and lose out on the money. And yes, since those are actual useful vehicles, and there was a lot to talk about them already, I didn't want to go over a lot on top speed like I do with the civilian vehicles. And yeah, now I'll finally do it for the stream here actually. Covered every single discount and everything that needs to be known about the event week going on for 9 days, the 9-day event week starting on the 22nd. Now it's early on the 24th for me, PST time. It's only like a day or two late with this one, which is way better than other ones for me. But yeah, that's finally going to be it for this stream. Next stream I might do a Cayo Perico heist stream or something. That's probably the next thing I would probably do. But yeah, again, there's Christmas Eve and Christmas coming up, so it all depends on like what I get on those days, if I'm gonna be busy with other stuff or not. Not that I don't already play like a lot of different stuff off stream and all, of course. That's for why I don't do a lot of videos and stuff even. But yeah, that's probably gonna be it for the stream if you enjoyed.